Hey guys, Alessio, hope you're well. It's been 35 weeks, and finally at the 35 weeks it's happened. Bitcoin has tested a key level on the charts. Let's talk about that. Hey guys, welcome back. Now, before we start, as I'm sure you know, I'm making this video in Iran. I'm here with Hooman. I'm staying at Hooman's house. And right now we're looking at the chart of Bitcoin. As I'm sure you guys know by now, Bitcoin dropped to a key level, which we'll now take a look at. And by the way, what is the key level we're talking about?
21 EMA.
21 EMA,
Yes.
well done. 21 EMA on the weekly chart. All right, let me just do a close-up of the screen here. So I'm just bring it close. And you guys can see, as you can see over here, the price of Bitcoin today hit the weekly 21 EMA, the blue line you see on my chart right there. And you will notice the price of Bitcoin managed to bounce off that weekly 21 EMA today. We're just slightly above that level right now. So guys, listen, that's a good sign. As you guys know, we've been waiting for this touch base level, this key level on 21 weekly EMA for a very long time. Go back to my previous videos, I mentioned this. But for the moment, that's all I'm expecting. In a nutshell, we've been in this pennant formation, this ending diagonal formation, finally breaking out. And I'm now looking for that pullback to the 21 weekly average. And I think it was worth the wait. And here's the thing, guys. The weekly 21 EMA usually gets tested, as I'm sure Hooman knows. Let's test it. Hooman, do you know what the average period is for testing the 21 weekly EMA?
Yes, it's 14 weeks.
Good, absolutely. 14 weeks, I showed you in my previous videos, is the average period for testing 21 weekly EMA. This time it's been 35 weeks. Guys, let me just grab this here and show you. And bring it close. You can see right over here it says, yeah, 35 bars, 35 weeks now. So what does it mean? It means that as long as the 21 weekly EMA holds, as long as that level on the weekly chart holds, then the balance of probabilities, a trend could continue. Okay, so as long as that key level, so let's just come a bit closer again. So guys, as long as that key level holds Bitcoin, so as long as Bitcoin stays above the 21 weekly moving average, the odds favor the bulls. Now you're probably thinking, okay, well, what if Bitcoin falls below that 21 weekly average? What if Bitcoin sees more follow through below that low that it made today and actually falls below the 21 weekly average? Well, as I'm sure Hooman knows, he's going to tell us, because you guys know as well, because we mentioned this in a previous video update. As I explained to you in my previous video, if the 21 weekly EMA does not hold Bitcoin, then Hooman can tell us what's the next key level. Hooman?
34 weekly EMA.
Absolutely right. The 34 weekly EMA, which by the way, as I'm just come a bit closer, guys, yeah, that is the pink line. That's the pink line you see here on my screen. Okay, again, go and watch my previous video on this, which I discuss this in detail. So if the 21 EMA does not hold Bitcoin, then that means the next key level will be the 34 weekly EMA. Very key level. By the way, in case you're wondering why these numbers, 21 and 34, because they're Fibonacci numbers, which makes them less arbitrary. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, so could the 21 hold Bitcoin, or will it be the 34? I think a lot depends on the stock market. Because you see, guys, after a volatile drop on the stock market on the S&P yesterday, we saw also Bitcoin some hours later follow suit and also drop quite nastily down to the 21 weekly EMA. So the weakness in the stock market in the S&P has also impacted the price of Bitcoin and driven it down to test the 21 weekly moving average. Now, as to why that is, well, there could be a lot of reasons. One speculation is that when traders and when people out there, when market participants lose money in the stock market, they might sell some of their Bitcoin to make up for their losses. That's one possible explanation as to why Bitcoin also dropped a few hours later after the stock market dropped. Okay, now it doesn't really matter. There is a correlation between the S&P and Bitcoin. We know that anyway. So guys, it really is that simple. If the 21 EMA does not hold Bitcoin, the 34 EMA becomes the next key level. And again, watch the S&P, watch the stock market, because what the S&P does could have a major impact on the price of Bitcoin as well. By the way, you can check out Hooman's videos on Hoomzi, which is on the link in the description. And I'll put the link for you guys so you can subscribe to Hooman's channel as well. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Thanks very much, guys. See you in the future videos. Hey guys, check it out. We're right now standing in front of the Caspian Sea. Let's walk to it. So essentially what you see there is the Caspian coast. And just in case you're wondering, we're in a little village, a little small town called Darya Shahar, which essentially means sea town. There it is. Let's walk towards it.